Bare minimum, Britain decides no palace stay or parliamentary speech for Trump in Loki state visit.
Here's a summary of the article.
It is an honor that will not be extended to President Trump next week during his first state visit to Britain, one of a number of differences from the trips made by his predecessors. Royal watchers said the Trumps will be missing out on many of the trappings of a state visit, such as staying at Buckingham Palace. Rather than stay in HG with the Queen, Trump will be put up at Winfield House, residence of Woody Johnson, the United States ambassador to the Court of St. James's. Trump will not get to stay at Buckingham Palace with the Queen. Both Bush and Obama, the only two American presidents to have been granted official state visits, stayed at the royal residence, but Trump has been told that renovations to the east wing of the palace meant its guest rooms were out of service. The run-up to this visit featured speculation about whether Trump would be invited to address the British Parliament. A UK official said Trump had not requested to address Parliament.
This post received a score of 24,393, with an upvote ratio of 87%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
They're putting him up in Best Western and not even paying the extra £12 for breakfast? Edit, wow, loads of points. Should have gone for Travelodge.
Doesn't Trump have a hotel or golf course somewhere in UK? Just points the way to it. He can pay his own properties.
Yeah, but then the taxpayers in the US have to pay for him and his entourage to stay there. And so the taxpayer pays for him to pay himself to spend the night.
We may exceed paying 9 figures into Trump's companies with visits directly related to him and his cabinet. Sad face.
Golf is expensive. I'm sure Mar-a-Lago charges an arm and a leg.
Does he pay to golf at his own goddamn course?
No, we pay for him to golf at his own goddamn course. And we could pay a whole lot less if he'd use the one practically meant for presidents.
I know we pay for the service detail, etc., why is he paying for the round?
He takes his entire entourage, the Secret Service, his own security, anyone else traveling with him, maybe 200 people to his property, where he jacks up the price for lodging and food and vehicles, and charges them. It's paid for by our tax dollars, the dollars that you and I work so hard for all year. Each trip generates hundreds of thousands of our dollars funneled directly into his pocket. He also jacks up the price of membership, with the almost explicit promise of access to him, which he pays back to his highest donors by giving them government positions. He is raiding America's coffers and grifting it into his pockets.
You're missing a few zeros. Every time he visits his Florida property costs the taxpayers millions of dollars.
They should have Prince Philip pick him up at the airport.
Imagine if they rolled out a UK fast food buffet for his welcome dinner.
4-pack of Greg's sausage rolls it is then.
Quite English. Not saying, don't come, but making sure it's as uncomfortable as it can get. Well done.
You'll have had your tea then, right?
Does that mean GTFO? It sounds like it does.
According to my wife, who is Scottish, it's basically, hello. Don't stay long because I'm not putting a kettle on for you. Wife just added it could also mean we've not had dinner yet but you're not invited.
Yep, in this context tea means dinner. I.e., I loudly and deliberately assume you've eaten because I'm not feeding you.
This is what it usually means, and is usually used a derogatory phrase by Glaswegians when describing the hospitality offered by those who live on the East Coast.
Greater than Trump has been told that renovations to the east wing of the palace meant its guest rooms were out of service. Lol, Buckingham has 775 rooms of which 52 are guest rooms. Niece, move your majesty. This is the move I pull when there are people I don't really like coming to visit. Sadly, I only have 2 extra bedrooms which have been under renovations for several years now. The excuse is awkward and obviously a lie at this point. But 52 rooms? Girl. You can drag that out forever. Lol.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.